Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I hear you. I hear you. That's right. I hear you. Yep, I hear you. I really do hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Recommending divine. That's right. I hear you. I hear you. Fuck it. Oh my goodness, I didn't see all these people up in here. Where y'all come from? Oh, y'all just come out of nowhere, don't you? Y'all just be sneaky and stuff, ain't you? I didn't think I was just in here playing around. I didn't think nobody had to come on in here and check me out. What y'all doing in there? Y'all didn't go home last night? Must have locked the door and left y'all in there last night. Poor little fellers. I bet y'all getting thirsty and hungry, ain't you? I gotta let y'all go home. Y'all gotta start going home when you're on now. You done got potty trained. You can handle yourself. Damn. You turn around and leave none of y'all nowhere. Who's in charge of this here outfit? Which one of y'all to blame? I know there's somebody. One of y'all threw the all-nighter in here, didn't you? That damn mess. Oh, shit, throw it everywhere. Like a damn slumber party over here. What's going on? How we doing, Sweet TT? Sweet TT. You never had no Sweet TT. Let it be 115. CJ on 54. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Honest Rage, how you doing? I've been trying to check my daggum green screen out, trying to get something working with it. It's been having a hard time this morning, so I'm just playing with it. But I was going to talk about something, but I ain't quite made my mind up yet. I did find an interesting case, though. It seems like it need to be discussed. Something some of you scorned women might like. I think it's pretty interesting. It's got some ramifications with it. This man fished up the wrong tree. What'd he do? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Now we got here 17 here. 17. Everybody awake in there? Everybody feel good this morning? Everybody got any hangovers? I couldn't hear you. Y'all say y'all had a hangover this morning? If you got a hangover, I can't stand loud music, like loud noise and stuff like that. Drives me crazy. I got a hangover, or barking ass dogs, or screeching ass spider monkeys. Can't stand none of that. I had enough of that shit last night. I ain't doing more of that. No. That was
my garage. Just bought this.
Shut up. I'm gonna tell you. That was pretty weird last night, wasn't it? I mean, really, honestly. Wasn't that some weird? Did y'all any of y'all get a gander of that? I thought it was pretty weird, to be truthful about the whole scenario. Really, really weird. I mean, that was really weird. I don't know about what kind of insight we got off of it, but I took it as just weird. How many of y'all was here last night at that episode of the weird and the unexpected? Did y'all see that last night? Andre, was you in here? I don't think so. You probably did. When you didn't really miss nothing. I don't know if y'all was in here or not. I had some weird folks in here last night. Some Let It Be was in here. I know I know you was in here. But then there was some strangers in here last night. Now I'm gonna tell you. I mean, it could have been like a Halloween again. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you. We witnessed some extraordinary, some weird shit, put it that way. But just go to show you, true crime totes a coat of many colors, don't it? Yes, it does. There is different folds in this little hemisphere we call true crime. Very much so, different folds. It's almost it's amazing. In retrospect, thinking back to what we every day, what goes on, what don't, the way that we're perceived, different situations. I was gonna today. I was hoping the women didn't get up yet, and I was going to talk about some sports and news, but I dropped the ball on that one playing with the green board. So I think we'll just go back to the congestion. What I want to do is I would like to share some posts, some comments from from basically both. I want to, since I do say I read them, I was going to read them, and from both sides. Give a basic understanding of it. Looks like Real Graz is going to have him a big old panel of nonsense over today. Y'all might want to check that out. I'm not going. I know that's not a battle I want to fight. Not with AB, CM, TM, and Ziggy. Hell no. They don't like me. I'll be all by myself. Surely will. How many of y'all actually get the community post? Do y'all some of y'all got the Apple phones where y'all don't get that? I think that's a good tool. I think Google's the reason. I think that's a Google tool, more or less. I don't think Apple carries it, but I know the Androids do get them. Some of y'all don't though, do you? Well, this will help y'all out. Get y'all an idea of what's being said out there, because you never know, they might be talking about y'all too. Some of your little constituents might be talking about you. You know what I mean? We had a interesting. You always got one or two. I'm not going to try to dwell on them, but you always gonna have one or two. It's pretty interesting how they work out. But we had one. I'm trying to find one that really struck me. I thought it was compelling. I got it saved to read it out loud, but I want to see what I want to show the word. I want to show you where the basis was. I mean, it was really. I thought it was a heck of a comment. I really liked it. I'm trying to find it. Very, very good comment. I think it was on one of the videos. It was I'm not. If you don't want me to, I won't name the names. I'll be discreet. I do want you to know that I do appreciate it. You'll better know if it's yours or not. You better tell. I guarantee you. Yes, sir. See if I can find out where he is. I think it was on the I might have been on this. I think we're going to take the moment to think about it. But when we were talking about the mirror the other night, looking in the mirror at the family, seeing if you find yourself, finding lost in yourself. Good morning, Mother Goose. Mother Goose. My damn tongue ain't wanting to work right now. I think I bit that sucker last night. Hurted it real bad. Here we go. Now this is the pro and the con of the conversation. The comment was based off of the let's take a moment and breathe, shall we? It's when I've done the we had the picture. I couldn't find a real good picture of them, and I was just trying to get everybody's attention, trying to tell them to wake up and realize we're that short of being right there in their shoes. We don't pay attention. I know y'all remember that one. That was real good. I thought that was real good live. I think everybody had a good turnout that night. Damn, the hell that's do. But yeah, the live turned out pretty good. This was the after party, basically. People were Jesus Christ. This damn computer does what it wants to. I'm sick of this shit. All right, now where were we? Right, we're right here. All right. What it did was this person wrote, basically at the top, the description of it was, take a moment to just look at the looking glass and focus on our reflection and not so much the view. Hit the pause button before we head into the possibility of an intense weekend. Had several good comments. I appreciate it. Said thank you. This was on one from the world that says, thank you. I still believe in innocence until proven guilty. I can't imagine being in their shoes, and I'm sick of people that want to bash them. I'm tired of the old hens gossiping and telling tales. I appreciate you saying what a lot of us have been thinking. I'm glad you thought that. I hope I addressed, and this one right here says, I hope I addressed some of the hate for the family in my comment in this thread. Have a wonderful day. Kind of misleading. You think that, but it's not the way you think it is. This one here says, I don't want to read it down. That was kind of an apology, but I will let it go. Had a thing. This was great. Sorry I passed out, missed it. Long day yesterday. This one, good morning, Mr. Griff. Watching your live from work again. I love this live. You spoke so beautifully. You're an awesome human being. God bless you. I appreciate it. That really does make me feel good. Then it's my hats off to you. Thank you for always being genuine. This is why we subscribers follow and adore you. Oh. This one right here, this is one of the best truths about YouTube players. Needed to be done, and I hope true crimes really change the way they present their crime news. Hope they start doing research and presenting the truth instead of making a gossip show. Thank you. Well, thank you too. I would love to read the names out, but I don't want to make nobody mad at you. This one is one creator has a title, the Summer Wells Drama Watch, on a video. Haven't watched it yet. This one here is the one that really, this is what started. This is the catalyst for the next comment after this. Maybe I'm not a good person. I find it impossible to empathize with, they said emphasize, but I think they meant empathize, with those two parents who abused and neglected, that's putting it mildly, their 4 children. Sorry, they were not getting by. They were failing on every level. I wonder what the cornbread mafia knows about the goings-on at 110 Ben Hill Road. Now, this one here, I went ahead and wrote it down. I mean, I copied it on my phone to read it back with a narrative because it deserves to be read back. It's the intent is perfect. It's one of the best eloquent comments I've ever heard. I mean, not just to the point of meant for me. It's meant for everybody. It's almost scripture. I believe it is part scripture. I thought it was very beautiful. I mean, I was really proud to have it written on my column. Said it takes a soul that is humble and has humility, a heart that is proud without being prideful, a person who wants to help rather than hinder the process of healing. If you don't have these qualities, it's fine. There are warriors that are here for Summer that'll pick up the work you cannot do for her family and herself. May God bless and protect you and yours from ever being so hurt that it is difficult to just get one foot in front of the other. You are fortunate for never feeling such headache and heartache. This family may not live the way you find acceptable. This family may not cry often and publicly enough for you. This family may participate in things you might find deplorable. This family may appear to be failing as they are relentlessly judged, bullied, and right out attacked by those without the ability to empathize, and that's the actual wording, empathize, with people they do not understand. We will hold them in our hearts. We will defend them against attacks of Summer and her family. We will trust the process. We will aid in whatever way we can to ensure success bringing their family back together. We are not oblivious. We know there's hard work to do for them and us. We are not afraid or hopeless. We are strong and claim Summer's family as brothers and sisters in Christ. Several hashtags at the bottom of it. They attack, we defend. They pass the polygraph. Innocent until proven guilty. Team Wells is Team Summer. And she's coming home. God bless her. I like that one. That was very, very well done. I think she did a heck of a job on that one. It really hit close to home. Did a great job. All right. Yeah, I really did like that. I thought that was a real good one. That stood out to me on that one. Then we had what else? Yeah, we had some more. Let's see what this one showed. Right. This one here is the one we got late up. I got up late the other night. I probably shouldn't have done it. Just stayed in bed. But had to get it off my chest. I keep getting these comments about my voice reminding me of somebody, maybe a personality or something. I don't know. I think it's just old rough voice. There was something in here I wanted to watch. I really wish I didn't have to share that story. A lot of people said they liked it, but I didn't want to share it. I wish it didn't have to come to that. I really do. What was that? Here's one right here. This was on the You Got Jokes Now, huh? Great job, Luther. This is one about the hoax the other day. Kind of got ticked off on that one too and went on a rant. Said you're spot on the assessment of this situation. I ain't a bot, LOL. I saw the same thing happening with the two missing boys in California, Cal City. Still missing under similar circumstances, but different. As soon as the truth begins to surface, it gets plunged back down into the abyss and drama dirt kicked over it and covered with a rug. I've been on this case since day one. And that's about when it began. First horrible joke comment. I noticed that was just so awful, I hate to type it out. And I wish I could find it to see who made it. Because at the beginning, everyone was unknown. Now, this really does pretty much spells it out, by the way, what I've been saying. And I really do appreciate it. Now I have a long list of names to recognize and comments. Unfortunately, my computer crashed last week, and all my files went with it. I'm trying to figure out how to move them over to my new computer. Slow going. I do have an almost photographic memory, and I know where I was going and what had been collected from the start. So until I get those files restored, I am looking with almost new eyes, a blessing in disguise. Also, when you start researching possible suspects, you fall down rabbit holes so deep, and they are beginning to intertwine, and it gets really strange down there. It does feel like there is a hidden hand, not a reference to any group in particular. If this is what it looks like to me, what the research looks like to me, so many moving parts, like a carousel or a funhouse mirror, there is a lot of gaslighting in play. Or just plain stupidity with big mouths and a YouTube channel. If I was to invent a true crime game that takes amazing skills at finding things and slaying monsters to level up, this would be perfect to keep players in play for a long haul. Not a conspiracy theorist, just a person who has learned to look for absolute truths, no matter how odd they might be. Anyways, I have a lot of information that I know how and where I can prove it. I have reached out to YouTube channels with small bits I thought would be on topic, but it gets ignored even when I supply links and photos and proof. First off, no one has vetted J. Dobbs. That is true. They got to a spot and stopped because they don't do research. Thank you. It's super frustrating to watch. If JD actually came to Tennessee on that occasion from Georgia, we don't know. He said he did, but he's covering something. Did he go back to Georgia? He said, was he actually living in Georgia? He said, is he from Georgia? Well, of course he said. Who are his relatives besides Alice? Not one Dobbs listed as a relative to JD other than Alice. That is interesting. His wife since the late 1980s, early 90s, whom he owns property with and has shared with her relatives. There are actually 3 relatives in this list, but you will only figure that out by digging mid-deep. Their last names happen to be Moore, like digging reveals Smith as well. Deep. Damn it. What is that? It says deep. Deep digging, and you run into a very strange things. Oh, it gets very strange down there. Oh, very strange things. This is getting intriguing. So, very strange things. What's that? Along the play. Strange things like a person named Liberty Wilderness, living in Florida. Way, way, way less than 6 degrees of separation here. And Wilderness cross Liberty. What? Twin Incorporated. And Itney Simison, if you check to see what the heck it's actually named, of a juvie center, a juvenile center for boys and girls, 2 facilities, a camp next to a military port in Florida, corporate owned, privatized, not state run, but accredited by the state to house delinquent minors, especially mental cases, refurbish their bad ways, and maybe get them adopted out before they age out. Which means, as I learned in the case of the Cal City Boys, those facilities have the authority to push adoptions and make home visits, to determine removals, etc., all the same power as the CPS. All they do after they assess is get a signature from the state, signed unseen, sight unseen, a piece of paper, sign here, credited, push through. I'm done sitting on all this crazy stuff. This is only one big ass rabbit hole, with tunnels leading to the other rabbit holes. If NELE does not already have this info, they are not doing their job. And disclaimer, it's all public info. I do not pay for info ever. Now, that is pretty sharp right there. She got all that. We got some that are asking me what sites to buy. And she's out there digging that up without even getting any information. She's not even paying for it. That's neat. That's very in-depth. Very in-depth. Very in-depth. I like that one. I'm going to have to read that back over again. Get some more info on that one. That right there feels like it's going somewhere. Okay. We had a very interesting thing this week, news. Very interesting. Very interesting. Of course, we got to deal with Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse acquittal. It's called for celebration for far right groups. Yes, they are. But at the same time, there are also going to be issues for both sides. This could be a powder keg finna go off, folks. We don't watch it. And you can take it any way you want to. But that could be dangerous. Very dangerous. I'm not going to ask anybody where they feel about it. That's their own opinion. I'm not going to go there. I don't push anybody to get that information. If they want to talk about it, it's fine. But I know it was a double-edged sword to begin with. But it's okay. What is this right here? I'm going to see what Nessa knows you. I adore you from the beginning, but when I mention how much I love your channel, others swear you're a racist. It's been on my heart so strong, I don't want to believe. Do I need to address this? Not out of disrespect, Nessa. I'm just, I thought I cleared this up the other night. Nessa, I'm not a racist. I am furthest thing from being a racist. I have been accused of being a piece of crap, trailer trash, everything in the book. But there is one thing that I would find it very, very difficult to label me as. And it's not your fault that you don't know better. That's fine. I'm just trying to say it without you. I don't want you to be surprised and be thinking, belittling you. I don't want to do that to you. I'm not going to do that to you. I don't want you to think it's no big deal. It's just that's the way they want you to feel, because they don't know better either, because they're following the guise of an individual that is only out to destroy something, because it's called gaslighting. It's called deflection. No, ma'am, I am not the racist. Now, I've been known to use the R word to basically define certain individuals, not that are of special needs, but are of normal occupancy as far as mentality, physical attributes, and so forth. Not meaning that I'm judging by anybody's deficiencies, but what I will say that I don't consider a person with special needs as that word. I know that word is a clinical word. I do know that, and that should hamper any kind of a resentment toward me, but it don't. I do know why I use that word, because of what I'm dealing with right now, and I will explain that to you here in a minute. Like I said before, the word is used by me. I'm just telling you, me. I use the word in defining people that are lucky to be on this earth, have been blessed not to have any ailments or any kind of deficiencies from birth, like missing fingers, missing arms, or any kind of mental issues or missing body parts or even having problems with their bones or anything. These people were blessed to be born normal. The reason why I use that word on people like that is not every one of them are like that I want to use it on, but there's certain ones. We'll have them. Yes, you will. They're in that pile. You have to recognize them because there's going to be maybe 1 in every 10 that's going to act a certain way. Maybe more than that sometimes. Get a whole bad batch. Some of them are so bad that I have to put an F word in front of part of the R word to define them. Now, they are pretty much bad off. But the R word is usually mainly used for me to describe an individual that's got all the capable abilities to think logically, to have rational thought, and to have a humanity-based atmosphere around him to where he can actually handle being a human. That means not bashing, not bullying because he's scared to use his brain. Not bashing, not bullying because it's easier. To me, that is what that is. Not a man that was born in a special way. That's not what I consider that. See, what I consider is just like when I work, I work construction, and I have to wear flame retardant clothes. Now, mind you, those clothes are still clothes. They're fibers. They are clothes that are on my back, just like any other shirt I wear. But the difference between those clothes and the normal clothes that I buy, say at Walmart or whatever, is these clothes are capable of withstanding temperatures and not burning. They're flame retardant, FRCs. That means they do not allow the flames to burn them. These clothes do not allow that. Now, the reason why they're called flame retardant is they are just like any other clothes, except they're made out of fibers that does not allow for them to burn. Now, you also work around insulation. It's flame retardant insulation. Now, listen to me carefully now. There is insulation like Pink Panther insulation that will catch fire. But then there is flame retardant insulation that will not. It's the same thing. It's still insulation. It's made out of different fibers that does not allow it to burn. That is flame retardant. Now, let's go back to the human being part. You've got individuals. They're both human beings. One of them, or both of them, was actually born. They're not hatched. They're both born, conceived, and then born from a mother. One comes out, disabilities possibly, special needs. And one comes out perfect, good award winning, perfect in every way except, every way. But one knows humanity, has heart. All he lacks is maybe straight up posture, maybe something's wrong with his arms or such, or anything, just some kind of disposition. The other one, all he lacks is the know-how to use the intelligence, the great mind he was given, or to utilize his strengths in all his perfectness for good and justness. He's lazy. He does not respect his fellow man, or himself, or the family that he came from. But he's perfect, and he gets his way through everything. He's allowed to get a pass because he's perfect. If him and the other fella with the special needs were to walk up to a counter or anything, just walk up together, who you think would get picked? Mind you, both of them are human beings. Both of them have got the ability to be humane, just, and kind. But one of them chooses not to be. That is the one that I call the retard. Now, the fact to survive, I hate when this computer does it. They don't have nothing where they have to rely on somebody else to help them, but they act like they are so weak and not capable of defending themselves or anybody else. And they act less of a human than that one person over there that gets shunned on and disrespected and treated like he ain't equal. And there's more intelligence and more heart in his mind than in the man that gets his way. Now, did anybody understand where I was coming from with that? Can I at least get a hello or something? Because I'm tired of having to explain myself in that, but I'm willing to do it this time. Not mad at you, Nancy. That's not what I'm trying to get at. Don't get me wrong, sweetheart, because I've been still seeing these comments, and I get bashed all the time by these. I want to I thought about it as much as I could to trying to give somebody an idea what it means, because I'm sick and tired of them taking my words out of context. But it's going to happen. They're still going to do it. It's not so much intelligence as it is lack of intelligence, but that's how they treat it. Now, I don't like using it all the time. There is certain situations when I get mad and frustrated and the word comes out, and I do try to protect that. I do try to curb it. But in a circumstance that come out that made it be used without I had to use it, that have nothing to do with what it was perceived to be by this other creator. And I was accused of making fun of an invisible man, of an imaginary person, of a stage prop, more or less. Now, mind you, Grandpa is a real person. He is. Grandpa don't call every night at 8:03. He might call at 8:16. But he makes Grandpa where he's calling every night at 8:03 because that's his niche. I don't have a problem with that. That's his business. But when he goes to accusing me of making fun of a man that I've never even met and ain't even talked to and have said hey to, not knowing to me which one of them is actually I'm talking to or which one's recording, just to keep the ball rolling, so to speak, all because of 2 tattoos on the back of this man's calves. Now, I was naive. I didn't know no better. But now I do. The other night, trying to explain what was going on, he texted during one of my shows trying to disrupt the show, as usual, from a foreign number. I knew it was. And I called him an F word. Now, when I say the F word can go many ways. It wasn't the one I was going to put in front of Tard before a while ago, but I should have used that one, I guess. But I used the other one. I called him a gay faggot. I did. I was mad. I was frustrated. I was aggravated. Just like any other normal man, I go back to caveman days when I get upset. But is that some way? Is that a word? Even though I can apologize for it, I'm not a homophobe. Nobody. It was a word that comes out when I'm tired of using cuss words. I know it doesn't sound appropriate, but whenever I'm in front of ladies and I'm upset and I'm frustrated, it's to me, because I don't consider them words to be what everybody else that keeps framing me as they do. And I'm paranoid. If they're the ones that think that's the way I'm using that word, then maybe they need to worry about checking themselves. Because again, I have a grandson that's autistic. Every time, it's like they get amnesia when they hear that. Now I'm getting to the point about the racist part, trust me. And I'm hoping I can figure out what I got to explain that about. I think that's pretty much going to clear that up too. Because calling me a racist is like calling me an Uncle Tom. And I said that just like that. See, Uncle Tom, is a black man that goes against his own people. Now, I'm not a black man, but it would kind of be ill-fated for me to do so if I'm married. So that is something I shouldn't even have to bring up. Me and my wife discussed it. We felt like it needed to be done. We were waiting for the opportunity to do it. There wasn't no sense in it. We figured somebody would figure it out. But because And I'm going to use the N word right now because that way, I'm going to clear there. I'm going to get it over. I didn't use it one time, but I'll use it again. Because, see, I don't use that word. Because I don't look at my wife as being that. I think it's dirty, vulgar, disgusting. I don't like it when white guys use it. I don't like it at all. But I will use it one time because I need to clarify something before I get accused of being racist one more time. I need to explain why the Nazi wants to keep running my name in the dirt. And when I speak of the Nazi, I call him a Nazi because of the 1488 on the back of his calves. The 1488 that is not a baseball number, nor is it a NASCAR race driver number. It is pertaining to the 14 words that persist of the statement about pertaining to the white race to protect the white children. I don't know the words verbatim because I am not a racist. But I do know there's 14 words. And I do know what the 88 stands for. That is the 8th letter in the alphabet put together in a swastika. Both them letters are the first 4 letters in each word of Hail Hitler. Now, I know you didn't know better. You've been told this. You're hearing this, and I understand it. But now you should know the ignorance is the ones that are not willing to go look. The ignorance is the ones that can look at me and my lovely wife and call me racist. But I'm not calling you ignorant. You didn't know better. I appreciate you trying to say you know me all this time, but now you know. But as far as me and that man, there is worlds apart. That man is a Jew man. He's a Jew. He's Jewish. And he will condemn his own people. He will bash his own people. Now, I can be racist if I try to tell you that he acts like a Jew, because that would be considered racist. But if I look back at the Bible and I see how Jesus Christ did when he went into the temples and flipped up over tables because the Jews was in there making money in his temples before he was crucified, would I be just? Because comparing what this man's doing to the Jews that killed the Son of our Lord, doing the same thing in the name of a missing child. But how can I do that when the man's got 1488 on the back of his calves? It's hard to put that judgment on a man. But it's easy. But it's easy for that man to judge me. And it's easy for that man of sane mind, all body parts working, no physical or visible signs of disability, but he gets a pass. That to me is what I call fucking retarded, because that right there is, that man can make up a lie and carry it, create an imaginary man. And mind you, I said the real guy calls in every once in a while. He don't call in on clockwork. He makes mistakes, but not to damn Dougie, the narcissistic Nazi. He wants to make sure 803 is his trademark. 803. Yeah. So no, I didn't use his N-word like he thought. And I didn't allow my wife to come on stage so he can pick her apart either. And that's why he picked and chose to attack me, because he lied to me before I even knew what it meant. He chose to lie to me before I even asked about what they meant. I didn't know what they meant until I seen Benny Keys' video, when I seen him when he pulled that live. But after that, he chose to lie to me, thinking that I didn't know. Now you think about it. I could have gave that man a second chance. I could have said, look, everybody deserves a chance. He's learned from his mistakes. That was done in prison. But no, not when I found out that he got it done in prison, and the prisoners found out he was Jewish in the middle of trying to get him colored in, and they had done changed their mind. They wasn't going to color him in. They were going to cut him off the back of his legs. That's how it works. You got the flag of the Aryan Brotherhood on the back of your legs, and you're Jewish. That don't fly. So instead of taking it like a man, he decided to go through the back door, and he ended up going isolation for the rest of his prison term to keep from them hurting him. So now the man is marked as a man that went against his own kind. But he can still walk around here and accuse other people of that atrocity. I lost 200 something subs off the R word. Off the R word that they call it. Just because he calls it the R word because he's got a recording of a man that he plays 803 every night. That justifies him for every cause. He's got Trump card because everybody thought it was real. I didn't even say nothing about the man, but it didn't matter. He just said it. But I'm a racist. And I'm in an interracial marriage. And I'm a racist. And he's got 1488 on the back of his calf. Do we not see a problem there? And I bet he don't lose a sub. I bet he don't lose nothing. That really gets me. I know I say I don't worry about him, but I do because I got such a low amount of it. And that means I actually get to know, I get to meet the people. I get to see the people. I get to talk to you. I get the emails and everything. To have one come up to me or send me or show a comment in my text saying that I'm a racist or they subbed out of me because I used the R word. Whenever they can find that word out of everything I say, that right there hits them hard. They've got to walk away from me. But I'm supposed to let that go. But I can get accused of being a racist by this person. And I've got to continue doing what I'm doing and just accept that nobody's going to do a damn thing about it. And then I get called a basher and a bully. Just like over there on what's the face's page on I didn't mean to watch face, but John Grill or Real Grill. Did y'all see that that one little nice comment that was put up there for everybody to see? I thought it was one of the most exceptionally hate bashing comments ever said. This woman has hated me from day one, and I don't have a clue who she is. I don't want to say her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all can see her name. She has been after me, and she's come after me on several occasions. And then when he accused me of being using the R word, it gave her ammunition to throw me down. And I didn't even know what was going on. But every time she gets the opportunity, she can come on to anybody's side or whatever I comment at, she attacks me. Like that damn bird is like a mockingbird chasing off another bird that's in her nest. Then I'm not even near her nest. Somehow I have bashed her and her husband, and I don't know who it is. I don't know which, if she's got several accounts, I don't know. But she made me feel like total shit yesterday again. And I still don't understand why. And I'm not trying to react. I'm just telling you. That's this woman, this poor woman right here. And she sat right here and asked me a question because she's being told by all these other subs. Every time she tries to say something nice about me, she gets hit with that I'm a racist or whatever label they're going to put me on that week. And I'm going to tell you think that don't make me just a point where I sometimes want to walk away because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, literally. And I don't know what I did wrong. And, I try to be true, try to be me. Everybody says, yeah, man, we like the way you are. We want you to be true. Okay, well, I'll be true. Well, true ain't good enough sometimes. True's just too true. You can't be too true. No, watch yourself. But this man can walk around here and do what he wants to, make money off of them missing child. And I am the bad guy. Because I went to the dark side. Maybe I left the dark side. Maybe I noticed the lights wasn't turned on over here and I couldn't get a bulb to work. Maybe I left. Yeah, blocking them's one thing. That don't always work. Because, see, we got all these, what they call these backdoor trolls. They find their way in. I've also been told I've got somebody over here. There's a mod of somebody else. And see, I got the other intrigue is always in there by supposedly friends. You don't have friends. You've got people that say they're loyal. They ain't loyal. There's people that is always out there trying to manipulate something to add drama. But they'll tell you, you've got a rogue mod just to keep the shit stirred up. Who knows? They're probably the ones that starting the shit. Well, I look at it. But you'll have them on these big jobs. Yeah, they had one on here that was just pretty much, there she is right there. Said she, when I followed you until today, this man supports Benny Keys, chills. In other words, he was just undetermined I was a bad guy. But this girl, I appreciate her. She said, that shows you are more than it shows. It shows who you are more than it shows who Graz is. If you let BK control you that much, you should log off YouTube. YouTube creators, good or bad, often hope when they are talking to the people that they possess information. You clearly can't do that. That's okay. She said you just need to mind you got more hate than anybody, which is true. But this is where she comes out with it. She says, no, he wasn't supportive of me, dear. The man he is speaking to. I haven't at all spread hate. Thank you very much. I only stated that I was leaving. I was being kind and leaving. So you commented is actually here where the hate comes in. I process just fine, but I won't support those who do not do what they say. I don't know what I supposedly said. Good day, sweetheart. Enjoy your whatever. You're alone. Your hate alone. Now, that is a definition and a personality trait of a Karen, folks. That's the only way I can look at that, because I have asked this woman, what in the hell have I done wrong? Please explain yourself to me. Do you got the wrong person? I swear I bet if I ask. I can't get an answer out of her, but she will go to the next person that wrote a damn comment, and she'll get on them. Tell them about it, about what I did. I confronted her on Messenger. I confronted her on YouTube. I tried to be nice and civil, asking if she would please just help me out. I want to know what I did wrong. I want to try to fix it. That's too easy. It's easier to come at me this way. Rain on the parade. And look, I knew when I went over last night, I knew I was going to take a chance. I knew it was going to happen, especially after getting the shit started right before I even got on there, because I was already being attacked by 1488, man. But yeah, y'all get mad at me because I retaliate. I can agree with that at certain times. I should let it go. But when it comes to accusing me of being a racist, and I know it ain't her, she didn't accuse me of it. I know he's doing it. I know who's behind it. The sick, twisted, no content having, boring, bland, 12 sandwich eating, Nabisco shredded wheat and eating ass is what the one's doing it. I know it is. Disrespectful shit and don't care about nobody. But I'm the racist. I've never been called that before. That's hell. I was asked the other night. I was asked by another creator, and it was a really simple question. I mean, I knew I was expecting to get that question anyway. I mean, really, it was nothing disrespectful. It was more of a thought of an opinion where she needed to know which way she was going to go, and I commend her for what she asked. And I mean, she didn't do nothing out of the way. It was just straightforward. But she had known him before, knew everything, but she didn't quite understand that until it all come out, and it's like, damn. But she wanted to check and make sure that if he would have come out and told me what the tattoos were, he explained to me that he wouldn't like that no more, because she was still grasping on the thought of maybe he had changed. Could it be as simple as that I would not accept his change? And oh, yes, I would have. If he would have come at me in the right way, instead of coming at me with his bogus bullshit, because at the time I had not Googled it. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what the big deal was. Didn't even understand why he come at me the next morning after he claimed that he didn't remember nothing. But he was quick to remember that. I mentioned that I remember seeing it, but I'm trying to kill us about what it was. But that was it. But he brought it up in defense mode. But he didn't remember anything now for him. Of course, there was another video out on YouTube by that time, hitting the wire, explaining what all that was. I didn't see that yet. But after watching the video and then Googling it myself to make sure, then I said, well, you know what? Why in the hell did he just lie to me? That threw out the whole theory of maybe he's wanting to change his ways. He's not like that no more. You see where I'm going? That blocked it. That basically just shut that theory down. So I couldn't go there. But what did I do? What did I do? I did not go after him. I didn't bring him out in public. I didn't dox him. I just started getting my distance. I left it alone. I didn't want the animosity. Didn't want to start that. I did not want to cause any trouble. Leave it alone. I can go. I don't have to be that one. It's got to be like jumping back in somebody's way. I don't have to do that. Because just because I'm married in does not give me the right to actually stand up and do that in my mind. I just, unless he boldly come after my wife, I couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do that because I didn't feel like I'd had him married because I'm still white. So I left it alone and was trying maybe that would let things alone or be done with it. But no. After he kept browbeating me about getting my wife to come on the show with him. He wanted my wife on that show. Because he had seen one glimpse of her in a video. He wanted her on that show. And I wouldn't let him do it after finding out that. And he finally comes out and tells me, what is your problem? You act like your old lady's black or something. Where that come from, I don't know. Why it was approached that way, I don't know. That is word for word what happened. And my wife's standing right behind me. I was on speakerphone. She reached over my shoulder and she hollered at him and says, and what if I am? I know I turned red in the face. I don't know what he did, but I hung the phone up. I was disgusted with the fact of him throwing that in my face. I didn't understand that. So that's where it went. And I stopped. I didn't say anything else. Well, after that, it went unbeknownst to me that I am using the R word. In a show where I used the word redundant, he fixed it where I had said something about Grandpa. In a show where Grandpa didn't call in, where Grandpa was staged, I never even said nothing. The word was used in another content, but somehow I was making fun of retards. That's what he said. That's what he said. Come out of his words. I was making fun of retards. I wasn't even using the word to describe a special needs person, but he calls them and saying I'm making fun of in the statement. I lose 257 subs over that. Do you see why I get a little ill about shit like that? I get accused of making fun and him use the word to describe an individual, a human being. But I am the one that takes the brunt. And I didn't even do it. He pretty much just did it by saying the statement. By him making that statement, he did. But they were all for it. I was at work. This went on for a half a day, almost 6 hours before I even got ahead of it. I couldn't even get ahead of shit. I couldn't chase that bus down for nothing. It done rolled over my ass before I even knew it and was taking off downhill. And there was people jumping off like flies because I was making fun of our people. And I could not get nobody to understand what words they was using. Why are y'all saying what y'all saying and you're trying to make me look like the bad guy? It didn't matter. Because they don't care about where shit starts no more. It starts right then. What feeds them? What works for them? I was a hindrance to him. I was a danger to him. I was a roadblock that he had to fix. He had to get ahead of it. Because at that point, he knew what type of person he is. I mean, if he'd go against his own kind, I mean, he wanted to hide the fact he was Jewish until the Aryan Brotherhood found out about it in his paperwork, what his background was. They could tell his last name and tell what that is. He even went after a Jewish synagogue that had the same last name as him in one of his First Amendment videos a couple years back. But I made fun of. That's disgusting. And now I used the F word last night when I was aggravated, trying to keep from using cuss words, trying to keep from disrespecting y'all. Yeah, I should have said flim flam, flugy, whatever. But I chose to use that when I was talking about it. And so he decided to put another video out today, right before I go on with Real Grills. Throw animosity. He's the one that called that night before last on the video when I was doing the damn show. He's the one that texted. He's the one that sent the little sorry ass text because he recorded the whole show and used it. Go to damn No Thanks 2.0. Check those videos out he's got. That'll tell you what he's been doing. See, he's hiding them over there where I can't see them because it don't show up on the recommends. He ain't got enough people, enough subs on him, but he's got enough to make him a name. He's got over 30,000 people, 35,000 people that believe in his sorry ass. That are pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, in the same mentality. And now, after saying that I ridicule, and I'm going to say the words, I want you to understand what it sounds like whenever I hear this, okay? Don't get offensive with me because I'm not saying that. But I'm going to use this damn word, say it one time, and I can say the word. It's in a goddamn medical dictionary, damn it. But when you accuse me of making fun of a retard, you are describing a person as a retard by making that statement. I am not saying that. You are sitting there trying to condemn me for making fun of a man that you are right there in one word calling a retard. Now, how in the hell do you get off saying that? And the irony was the people that it was offending were also jumping in my ass saying that I was calling somebody that. They weren't even listening to what was coming out of his mouth. They were so mad and aggravated about the word being used instead of how the word was used and where the word was used. That didn't matter. But the N word shouldn't be that big of a deal, should it? Oh, it's just slang. We don't mean nothing by it. It ain't slang. And it does mean something. And it should mean a whole lot worse than the use of that R word. It was necessary. He knew he couldn't get me with the R word. He knew he couldn't get me with the N word. He knew that, especially after that day. So he got me with the F word. Well, now if I'm making fun of special needs people, if I'm making fun of gay guys, bam, we'll throw the N-bomb at him. Call him a racist. Your favorite celebrity damn YouTube that is so strong and so tough and shut up share and shinners and all that with you damn summer damn wardrobe over there that he's making all the money off of and ain't giving shit back. The damn same super YouTuber that is taking money from a poor woman over there in California where he's claiming he's going and searching for her child is missing. They don't never do a damn thing about it, but he collects her money. That's famous damn YouTuber. that plays, cries broke, and cries whiny, and made a comment he still had to work 4 hours a day. With all the money he was making on YouTube, he still had to work. And then the next damn night, comes out and says he's not working no more. He couldn't work no more. It was just too much for him to do. He had to spend too much time with YouTube. He couldn't work no more. What has he done besides throw lives on every damn 5 minutes? I mean, really. Now he's moving. Apparently the halfway house is kicking him out. That's why the picture's off the wall. He said he's moving. He had subscribers asking for their money back the other night. Why am I bothered? Because I was called a racist. I was called a homophobe by a man that walks around here like he's bulletproof. I'm bothered. Hey, babe. There's reasons why I'm bothered. I wish y'all would all join at the same time to where I can tell y'all all this at the same time where I ain't got to keep repeating it. What are you doing? I'm having to explain myself. Now I'm a racist. I'm being called a racist now.
About what?
Whatever you can throw it.
Tell them to kiss my butthole. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that name.
Well, people are going into different sides. They're saying stuff about me, how they like me and everything, and they're getting bombarded. They're getting hit up with the fact that, well, he's a racist.
You know what? If they ain't got a good mind of their own to think for themselves, then you don't need them.
No, I know. No, it's not them. They're coming and asking me what's going on. They ask me. But she asked me.
Hey, boo-boo.
I just want to explain myself. And then everybody else gets tired of me explaining myself. And, they don't realize, go over that damn H2, go over that 2.0 and just check and see what the asshole does. And what he sneaks around doing, it happens. Well, I don't want to. Do you think I want to give him the damn? But what difference does it make whenever he's still doing what he wants to?
Okay, so fine. Listen, you're the better person.
I'm the better person. Okay, you know what? That gets old, right? The better person getting accused of shit like this is really old. I mean, I'm tired of being a better person because I'm sick of it. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to ask him if he'll pay me a plane ticket. Give me that $1,000 like he damn asked, like he talked about last time. I want to call him out on this damn deal and get it over with once for all. And I want to go over and mash him like a zit and be done with it. That's what I want to do. Because I'll be more than happy to get on plane. It ain't got to be first class. It can be coach. It can be coach. I'll stop off in Vegas, make a little cash, and then go straight over there to El Segundo or wherever the hell he's at. Stomp a mud hole in his ass. Come on back home. All for charity. What about that? Give it for charity. I still want my $1,000, but the rest of it, I'll make him give to charity. I whoop his ass, and whatever proceeds he gets, I'll make him give to charity. Okay. And I would feel better. I would still be a basher. I'd still be hateful for picking on a little.
What all is everybody doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm being thankful.
We're having Friendsgiving Day tomorrow. Thanksgiving with the friends.
We still got him.
No, keep going where we're going.
With our friends of color, basically, right?
All our friends. I don't see color in nobody.
The racist man is going to eat Friendsgiving. What do you call Friendsgiving?
With two African American families.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
But that's the way I'm just.
And I'm gonna take plenty of pictures.
Nice.
And I'll show them.
That right there is why I don't like the accusation. Because my life is my life, and I do what I do.
That's right.
I don't throw it in front of anybody's face. I'm respectful to everybody. It is the way it is, but that's the kind of shit I deal with from a punk.
They don't like me for who I am. They ain't got to like me at all. I'm not losing.
It's like that, but there's no reason for them to know either. It's not like I should broadcast.
I ain't ashamed of nothing.
I
know you ain't.
I didn't say you was, but a man could go out. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. The hate, though. The hate can go out of nowhere for just stir shit up just out of the blue, just to create a facade and walk around like it ain't nothing. Just like these other creators that stir up shit and go back and say, "Ooh, I'm sorry, he's bashing me." Nobody wants to see that reality.
I can't help what happened hundreds of years ago. I wasn't there. It wasn't me.
I wasn't either.
I'm sorry it happened. I don't like no more than I like what happened to the evening. But that's me too.
Yeah.
I think that I actually hate anybody. I might dislike them.
Well, I didn't say I hate it.
I know.
I ain't gonna tell you I don't. I mean, that right there, he goes against his own kind.
I'm too old to be.
A Jewish man with 1488 on his calves. That's really not a man that you can actually trust.
Well, no, I don't. No.
If he'll go against his own kind, he'll go against anybody.
But you know what? I ain't lost nothing.
Well, that's fine. I ain't lost anything. Well, I guess not. But still, he's enough. He got enough clout to.
He's a good man, but he showed his true colors. So I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He
But
ain't seen
anyway,
mine
enough
yet.
of that.
I'm fine with it, but I still would like to bring that up. I would like to see if somebody would push that envelope. Can any of y'all that know him might see what he says? Because I'm really interested in that. I would love to enjoy that. That'd be a great
We can do
Christmas
that.
present.
We can do that. We're
I'd
gonna
go
eat
just
this.
snatch a knot in his
Not
ass
gonna
and come
put
on
this all over
back.
the floor. You don't want it?
I ain't
That's
worried about
fine.
jet lag or
Yeah.
nothing. I can just, won't be no time at all. Really will not take no time at all to go over and get that. I will fix his ass.
But we're gonna spend our day not talking about that, and we're gonna spend it with Maxie Pooh. Anyway,
I got you. I got you.
ooh, that gag in my head.
Thought we did something good last night. I really did.
What we did?
I thought it was.
You were good.
I was really
Didn't leave
proud of being able to go over there and discuss the case and everything and try to be the good guy. I am taking it, leaving it alone, but I mean, okay. I'm gonna prove another point. I'm getting tired of proving these points. I don't.
No, you don't.
I seem like I have to do that every day.
No, you used to.
I do. But just as soon as I don't never change. That's the one thing about it though, is I've never changed. But have I ever changed? Have I ever changed my persona, my attitude? The only thing I changed was the format of the show. I'm still the same person. I've never changed. But how can you look at me one day and say it's okay, and next day I'm wrong when I haven't changed? No, I'm saying that, but I'm wrong.
And that's their problem.
That's what I can
misfortune.
understand.
So just let them be. That's all. They go away. Like we usually do.
Somebody find out if he's really interested in that, because I'd sure like to come over and look his ass. I mean, I would. I mean, I'll end it right there. I won't say another word.
He's the hater, not you.
I know. He's the hater. I don't like haters. Is that? How am I still wrong? It ain't your fault, Nessa. Don't even worry about it. I'm not mad at you. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing you did. You asked a question. It's an honest question. What?
That's my two.
And I'm not mad at you at all. No, it's fine. It's not your fault. I haven't explained. I mean, it's just nature of the beast. But no, I'm not mad at you. I want everybody to enjoy it. I'm being nice. I'm not doing that. I got 48 people sitting there. Just want me to pull a Bone Crusher Smith on them. I'm just playing. I want to affect him in a whole lot of ways. I'll try. Ernie Snell. Can I go on Ernie? I don't even want to talk about that bastard either. He ain't even worth my time. You see how short he was in that video? That woman, either she was 8 foot tall or he was a little bitty man, one or the other. But she towered over him. I don't think she had been more than 5'8", 5'9". But she towered over that man. In that video last night, Ernie, he was had to look up to her. He stood so far away from her, like they had to get a long distance phone call to talk to each other because he couldn't. That way he could try to get eye to eye. She was way over there and he's way over here.
You know that.
I mean, that little man was just.
That was.
I mean, he wore the big clothes trying to look big too. Poor little feller had wearing those small, big clothes. I got that little hat for a 5-year-old or
I
something.
tried looking that up this morning. I couldn't find it.
Oh, I know. I mean, I think it was set up, but I mean, it was.
It was.
She did walk across the road and show all them other damn reporters out there.
Well,
I mean, I can imagine him going over there begging about 4 or 5 of them, and then finally somebody gives in. I mean, she finally give in to him after he done begged 4 or 5 of them. Please let me do an interview. Please let me do an interview. Or I'm gonna go dox your kids. You know, little freak. Both of them have been wrestlers too, though. Before all I do is play football and ride bulls. I still mash the shit out of both of them like a pimple. What if I get both of them at one time? That'd be my last hoorah. I'm just saying, it'd be my last hoorah. I'd be done with it. One little damn hoorah. I'd even have an intermission, let him get something to drink, because I know you're going to need it. I'd wear him out. I'd take Ernie and beat him to death. I'd take him and use him and beat him to death with him. Wouldn't that be something? Pick him up by the legs and just beat Doug with him. Swing him around like a little fighter monkey. They're laughing, Pam. Hush. Why are you so mean? You don't understand how my feelings are? You know I've got emotions. You are totally ruining my emotions right now. You're supposed to be helping me. You're supposed to be support. What happened to support? You don't want to obey. Obey was out of the question. You took that out of the whole damn. No, you might as well had a normal of that, but you wouldn't. Support was in there.
I still back for that.
You ain't way back. You know what my back looks like anymore? You so far back? Do I need to put a tail light on my butt so you can see when I break? Mm-hmm. I'm way up here, babe. I'm way up here. I'm waiting on you. I love you, babe. Come to me. Yeah, I remember one Christmas we went to visit her, the in-laws, her mama. Her mama don't like me.
And that time.
Oh, she don't like me. You know she don't like me. The year before, I bought her a present, and she hadn't used it yet. So I went up to that next year, and I didn't buy her a present. And it was all going good that day. Everybody was passing out presents and everything, and I just forgot all about it. But finally, she hit me up. She said, "Well, I guess she gave me a present. She gave me. I can't remember what it was. It might have been a pair of socks or a damn big robe or something. I don't know, it was some weird shit." But I said, "Oh, thank you." She said, and she was acting like she was waiting on me to give her something, and I didn't give her nothing. She said, "Well, I guess I ain't gonna get nothing." I said, "I gave you a present last year. You didn't even use." I said, "Why should I waste another one on you?" She stormed out of the room, got upset. Now, I paid a lot of money for that funeral plot. I really did. You know, she could at least have the decency to use the damn thing.
You know, you're just so wrong. That was just so wrong.
It's true. She could have used it. She had all year she could have used that damn funeral plot. No.
She's waiting on you.
Well, waiting on me. Probably so. She'll probably, I'll die for she does. She's just that mean.
And you know where I get my mean.
She'll outlive the devil.
She probably is.
She knows him. I bet she knows him. They rode the same wagon train over there when they
for the
damn gold rush. I bet they did.
So full of crap.
She was there when they planted a Methuselah tree. She knows him by first name. Nebuchadnezzar and all that shit.
Lord have mercy on your little soul if you don't stop telling them little stories.
Beelzebub.
That's what I had to put up with every day. Really? Truly. Okay. How long have you been on here?
I ain't been on it long. Been on it long enough to pout a little bit.
I can tell.
But I mean, I know I got to go now. Every time my damn numbers get up, I got to go. Just as like I think you work for the other team.
I can't tell. I ain't been on it.
True story.
I hear you, I know, Max. I know.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're gonna be, well, let's
Then what?
one tomorrow evening. There won't be one tomorrow.
Well, I won't be doing one tomorrow. I know that's why I'm doing it now. So is there something else you want to do?
I'm saying unless you do one tomorrow evening.
I don't probably think so. Tomorrow even Sunday. These people got to go. They got to work. They got to work and stuff. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be doing that.
I'm hoping next Sunday. Well, people should be coming back for Thanksgiving. Might be the week after. I got two ladies that's going to tell their story.
Two ladies going to tell a story?
One, DV, and the other one is, DV and SA.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be some bad story.
And life they were, well, one of them was forced into.
Yeah.
She was a stripper.
Do you know that when the first Thanksgiving was actually recognized by the U.S. government? Do y'all know when that was? Which president pushed it to make Thanksgiving a national holiday? Do y'all know which one that was? Anyone want to try? Anyone want to try? Anybody know? Huh? Which president made Thanksgiving Day, without Googling it, made Thanksgiving Day a national holiday? Which president? Which president? Huh? Which one? Nope. Wasn't George Washington. Nope. I'll give you a hint. It was 16 presidents after him. Which one was it?
Really?
Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that.
I'll tell you what, I got you on one thing.
I was saying Andrew Jackson.
It was Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson wouldn't give a damn about Thanksgiving.
Well, probably not.
He was evil. He was the devil
I know
himself.
he was.
It was, you know who it was? It wasn't George Washington.
I just told you. Abraham Lincoln.
Yep.
Honesty.
Abraham Lincoln.
You know, I'm my mom's side of the family.
It took that long? I know she said, I knew it, but I was waiting on, yep. The 16th was Lincoln, mouse for you to NB. I had to read letters. Mouse for you to NB. Yep.
Did you know that? My mom's side of the family was
the 16th president.
Lincoln's wife.
Huh?
My mom's side of the family was kin to Abraham Lincoln's wife.
Yeah. Yeah, Lincoln, 16th president.
The Hanks.
Yeah. That was the first Thanksgiving. That was actually not the first Thanksgiving, but the first federal holiday.
Did you put my computer?
Yep. Lincoln was 16th. Johnson was the 17th. You know what's kind of weird about that? You know the president that followed John F. K. What his name was? Last name?
Who did you say?
You know the president that followed John F. Kennedy was also Johnson too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also know that Kennedy and Lincoln have the same numbers of letters in their last name? 7 apiece. Abe didn't have wooden teeth. George Washington did. They were both presidents that was elected to Congress and later the presidency in 1846 and 1946 and 1860 and 1960. You know that?
100 years apart.
100 years apart. Kind of ironic, ain't it?
Tell me yours, baby.
They both married women in their 20s while they were in their 30s. Both had sons while living in the White House. Both were shot in the presence of their wives. Both assassins, John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, were both born in 39. One in 1839, one was born in 1939. And were known by 3 names. Of course, all shooters are. With 15 letters a piece. John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald. Booth ran from the Ford's Theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from the Dealey Plaza warehouse and was caught in the theater. Both presidents were runners-up for the party's nomination for vice president in 1856 and 1956. 100 years apart. Both successors were Southern Democrats. Surname Johnson, both of them, Lyndon B. Johnson and Andrew Johnson. Both were born in 08. One was born in 1808, one was born in 1908, or 1708, and one was born in 1908. So, yeah, it was 1808 and 1908. And both first names had 6 letters apiece. They were both assassinated by Southerners. Yep. One of them created the Emancipation Proclamation for civil rights, and the other one was the co-author of the Civil Rights Act.
I know who took one.
Both presidents were shot in the head on a Friday. Died in nearby locations. Lincoln died in the Peterson house across the street, and Kennedy died in the Parkland Memorial Hospital. Both started with P's. Lincoln was shot in Ford Theater. Kennedy was shot in a Ford. Think about it. There you go. Weird shit. Ford's a Lincoln limousine. Lincoln's secretary name was Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln.
True facts.
Yep. Evelyn Lincoln was JFK's secretary. Yep.
And who was Lincoln's secretary?
Whose husband's nickname, JFK's secretary's name was last name was Lincoln at the Peterson house across the street. Or what was Lincoln's Kennedy's secretary's name was Evelyn Lincoln, whose husband's nickname was Abe, and she warned him not to go to Dallas. Yep. Lincoln's secretary Kennedy told him not to go to Ford's Theater. Both Oswald and Booth were assassinated before they went to trial. Yep. Lincoln spent time in Monroe, Maryland, the week before he got assassinated. Kennedy spent time with Marilyn Monroe. Hey, you can't beat that shit. I'm done. That's some weird shit. But his brother did too. I digress. Yep. Ain't that some weird shit? Yep. True story, true story. But yeah, he was the one that signed the first Thanksgiving in the play. Wasn't for him, we wouldn't have no federal holiday. Both the predecessors, Eisenhower and Buchanan, for Kennedy. For Lincoln was Buchanan, and Eisenhower was for Kennedy. Both of them were the last presidents born in the previous century. Buchanan was born in 1700. Eisenhower was born in 1800. 1898. There's all kind of weird facts about that. That's kind of neat. Both names equal the same thing. They there was one was killed on a balcony, one was sitting in a bucket seat. Both of them had ailments that they carried with them. Both of them lost a child while they was in the White House. They did too. I know they did. You don't know. He don't know.
Want an apple? Want your apple? I'm gonna get your apple. I'm gonna take that side just a second. Oh, my goodness. Well, what did you do? You just froze.
How many of y'all gonna fry turkey for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Are y'all done with that? Y'all go to them honey baked ham and buy your stuff and bring it home? Don't y'all do? Huh? Or y'all just gonna just do the easy way out and then y'all gonna cook? What y'all gonna do? Y'all can be honest. Go ahead and tell me what you're gonna do.
Purple whole beans with snaps, broccoli.
Ain't gonna be no turduckens or none of that gonna be done. Green bean casserole and all that kind of stuff. You ain't gonna do none of that, are you? Everybody just gotten lazy. Just don't even get into it anymore.
I'm not.
Y'all ain't gonna cook nothing, are you?
Sweet potatoes. We have some purple whole peas or field peas with some snaps, some cornbread, broccoli and cheese, some homemade macaroni and cheese, green beans, your the green bean thing you like. With
ham and turkey, that's good. Ham and turkey is always you gotta have ham, you gotta have turkey. You can't just have one or the other. If you're gonna I'll smoke a turkey, but I gotta do it the way I do it. I can smoke turkey.
So you don't have the dressing because I can make dressing.
I inject the shit out of them. You know, Creole butter. It's got to be because I cannot stand. That's one thing you will ruin. I will not come back to your house again with them dry ass turkey. It don't matter. I don't want. I've had turkey. It didn't matter what you put on it. You was not gonna get the dryness out of it. And some dry ass dressing. I don't want that stuff. I don't want that. I call it dressing, but stuffing. I don't want no dry ass stuff. If it come out that bird, it's gonna be dry. I do not put my stuffing in no bird. That dries out a bird right off the bat. Turkey pie left over. My mama made them. She make spaghetti. She makes spaghetti noodle casserole out of it. Take spaghetti noodles and cheese, and bake that chili. Oh man, it was good. With cream of mushroom, cream of celery.
Like spaghetti chicken.
A little bit of rotel tomatoes in there too. What I like doing during the holidays, I like doing a crab chowder or a seafood chowder. Now, this right here will knock you socks off. I'll tell you right now. This is better than any one night stand, any free fall in the hot tub. You try this right here, and I'm going to tell you, I guarantee you are going to be the talk. And I can tell you, I'll give you the recipe. If y'all want the recipe, it's one jam up recipe. I'll put it on one of my community posts. No, I don't want to give it to everybody. That's too much. My mama, it's a mama's recipe, but she accidentally come across it on accident. She created it. I've had oyster stew for she wanted to do something with the crab meat, and back when we poor, so mom would get that imitation crab meat just as good as that damn crab meat, direct crab meat. I don't care what you say, but you get the imitation, you get the cocktail shrimp, you get them already cooked. But now if you're allergic to shrimp or you're allergic to seafood, there's no problem. You can substitute the seafood with
chicken.
Take some chicken, take a chicken breast and crumb it up, or parboil your chicken or whatever, and put it in there, and you take it and strip it in pieces, debone it. You can use chicken instead of using the shrimp when again and the crab meat. But I'm telling you, unlikable chowder, shit, you just ain't got no clue. I tell you what,
For,
all I gotta do is give you the first 3 ingredients of it, and that's all you need to know. And the rest of it you can ad lib. And chowder, you put potatoes in it to make a chowder. And you can make a stew without that. But the taters and the corn is what you can put in it. But you don't have to put the corn if you don't want to. That's just for flavor. Like during the holiday season, you end up getting some yellow, some red, some green, and of course you'll have the white. But see, that's where the fun part is. You take that pot and you boil your potatoes. Bring them to a boil and you boil them down. You don't want to boil them down to where they're mushy like mashed potatoes. You want to boil them down to where they're
about half, a little over half.
About right. Once they get boiled down, what I did is I cubed them up already. I take all my skim my potatoes and I cut them up in chunks. About how big is in my finger? About maybe 1/2 inch, 1 inch long cubes. About as thick as my finger. And I put them in the pot with water. Then I boil it. Bring it to a boil. Don't bring it to a hard boil. Shut the fuck up, man. Damn, you aggravate. Sounds like you got him. But you take them to a hard boil and you just turn them off. Let the water out. You drain a little bit of water off. Then you leave a little bit of water in the bottom. You want the water in the bottom so it don't scald. That's the key. You gotta leave a little bit of water in the bottom. You pour half and half. You take, it depends on how big a pot you're gonna do. I always do big pots. But I take for a big pot probably by, well, how big a pot is that one we got? Is that
oh God.
that 8 quart? Is that 8 quart?
Probably is.
Take about an 8 quart pot. I use big pots. I always make big.
Well, yeah, because you don't.
But you can take, I take the half quarts of half and half. You buy 4 of those. You buy 4 sticks of Philadelphia cream cheese or generic.
Big butter.
A whole 4 sticks of that margarine butter. You gotta get 2 or 3 bags of the imitation crab meat.
Depends on,
Depends on how many you want to make. I mean, you can make it any size you want to, but once you get stock going, you can do anything you want to. But you take that, take your margarine or your 2 sticks of butter, take the wrapper off of them, of course. You put them, chop them up, put them in there with potatoes. Don't stir the potatoes because you mess that up, you end up breaking them up and make mush out of it. So leave them whole. Put them up, put the margarine in there while they're still hot with that water in the bottom. Then you put that cream of cheese, the half and half, and take the what I always do is take the cream cheese and I go ahead and put them in some boiling water, some hot water in a bowl, let them get soft, and then take them and just break it down to where it'll loosen up. So you want to mix that cream cheese and that half and half together with the margarine butter and the potatoes. Now when you get that going, you'll start seeing with the yellow of the potato or the butter start coming to the surface. Just keep stirring it in. You add some Tony Cheshires to the mix, or some Slap Your Mama, whatever you want to use. Just don't use a lot of it. It's just a flake. You want to get some of the color in it. And then you take your peppers. And what I did was I take bell peppers, jalapeno peppers. I take bell peppers, the yellow ones, the greens, and the reds. I'd buy the the combos of them, and chop them up. Just take them all, take all the seeds out of them, out of everything, even jalapenos. And all you're using is the pepper. Chopping them up. They ain't got to dice them real fine. You want to be in big chunks, but you don't want to be too big. Some people don't like big chunks. But you put them in there. You can use rotel tomatoes if you want to. Some people don't. But that way, what you've done now is you've added the potatoes. You've got all the white from the half and half and the cream cheese. Now you're adding the colors. You've got the green peppers. You've got the red peppers. You got the yellow peppers and the jalapeno peppers. But that's just extra. You've added that to the mix. And you just just keep stirring it easy where you don't break up potatoes. Then you take and you add your corn. You take regular whole kernel corn, take the juice out of it, pour a can of that in there. Now you're adding the yellow to it. You're getting a big medley going. The colors starts looking real good. Then you add your shrimp and your crab meat, and that red and that crab meat and that peppers. It all makes it look festive. Now you don't bring it to a boil. You just keep scalding. That water you left at the bottom of that pot is very key because you got to leave about an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch of water at the bottom because you keep it on low simmer. The more heat you're gonna put, it's gonna be when you boil potatoes first. That's about most heat you're ever gonna use. You'll drop it down and you'll keep stirring it. That water will stay in the bottom of that pot. It'll never dissipate out because your temperature won't get high enough. But that liquid, that cream, and all sit on top of that water and keep it scalded. You let it sit there and simmer. Let it sit until it starts thickening up. Well, then you got now you take you some bacon, some applewood bacon, or some crackling. Put it in a frying pan, fry it up. You will crush this bacon into small pieces. Just crush it like you're doing bacon bits. Make bacon bits out of it. Now you're gonna put that on top of it. That's a garnish with some cheddar cheese on top of it. And that's a bowl of crab chowder. Now, say for instance, you make this Thanksgiving. You take that right there, put it in bowls, put it in the freezer. It won't go bad. Put it in the freezer. Thaw it back out for Christmas or New Year's. Thaw it back out and boil you some more potatoes. Take what you got right there, maybe another stick of cream cheese, depends on how much, because the potatoes are going to take a lot of your flavor out of it, and put more potatoes in it. Now you want to make it where you stir it up where it gets lumpy, where it's real broke down, where the potatoes start getting creamy. Now you get you some of them scoop Doritos or them Tostitos. Now you got your dip, and you will sit there. I'm gonna tell you, you will hurt yourself with something like that. You won't be able to get away from it. People eating it. I had them one time at a party. We didn't have no spoons. Pam had forgot to buy spoons for the damn party and bowls. Luckily, out there in my fishing attire, I had some Dixie cups. That's all I had, red Dixie cups. Stores were closed, wasn't nobody open. I had to get out there and get the red Dixie cups, and they were eating that shit out of Dixie cups like they were drinking beer. They were eating it, and they loved it so much. I mean, just sitting there filling that cup up and eating it. But that was some good. I mean, I'm telling you, you ever try it? The cream cheese and the half and half really brings it out. It makes it. You can put oysters in it. You can put any seafood in it. But if you're allergic to oyster, if you're allergic to seafood, mollusks and everything like that, the red dye, you can use chicken. You can do it with chicken. I had to make 2 batches of it because I had some that I couldn't do. Literally, they smell shrimp boiling and they go into dry heaves. Or just have the hives.
Oh, no,
they were very allergic to it. But you can take chicken and just parboil your chicken and break it up and debone it and put it in there and do the same thing. It all turns out the same. But that's some good eating. Now, you can also take it and keep it without the potatoes in it. You ain't got to put potatoes in it. You can leave potatoes out. And you can pour it over Alfredo noodles. That's good too. With all them vegetables and all that damn seafood in it. That's good. That's if you want, if you got a hot date you want to try to be look sophisticated, you put the noodles in it. But if you just got a bunch of drunks coming over the house, don't know how to damn take care of yourself, and they're bad about making a mess, throw the potatoes in there and be done with it. It don't take long to do. It don't take long, but you got to sit over it.
You can't have some shredded cheese.
Yeah, but you got to, when you boil it, when you boil it, and when you want to bring it back up after you froze it, you don't take it and flash boil that thing. What you do, you get your pot of water and get some water, get it hot on the stove a little bit. Just get it hot where you set that hole, put it in a tub, put it in a bowl that you can take and set and submerge it in that water. Once the water gets hot, you shut the water off, the heat off, and let the pot sit there and leave it alone. Let it gradually thaw out. When it thaws out, then you put it in, and you can put it in the microwave and heat it up, or you can put it on the stove, but you just got to be careful not to scald it. Once you scald that shit, if you don't listen to me about that little bit of water in the bottom of that bowl, you will not like it. It's going to mess up. It will be not worth a damn because there's no way you cannot take that burnt taste out of it. You will ruin the whole damn thing. So leave a little bit of water in the bottom of the pot. But after you got through doing the potatoes, you can put butter in there with the potatoes too, and that helps too because it actually helps line the bottom of the pot. I use stainless steel pots when I use. But you don't want something that's going to stick, any kind of rough surface. But butter and water, you'll leave a little bit of yellow water in the bottom of it after you drain your potatoes out. It's enough to line the bottom of it. That's all you need. Because you're not going to get the heat up on the sides. It's not going to get that hot as long as you keep that bottom covered with water. But that's good too.
Okay, Max.
But I like that. I like the pinwheel loins. Those are good. Like I said, I think I told y'all that the other night. You take that pinwheel, you take that loin, like a half port loin, you take that butterfly knife or a fillet knife and you roll him out. Just keep rolling him out until he gets flat on the table. And you take that damn sausage and cream cheese and stovetop stuffing with the peppers and all and the onions and lay them on top of that and roll it back up and wrap it up with that damn string. Put that on the grill. I do that with you can do that with a whole rib loins too. Just cook the whole rib loin instead of them cooking ribeye steaks. You have to ask somebody how you want it, medium rare, medium well. Damn all that shit. Cook the whole or half a loin. If they want it well done, they can get the ends. If they want it rare or medium rare, they can get the middle. That way you're cooking it all at the same time. You ain't got to have little tags putting each one of them damn steaks. So this was Susie Lou's and this is Freddie Stairs, and you ain't got to do all that. Different colors mean medium rare. You ain't got to have all that crap. Do it right. How many of y'all make ice cream? Y'all got your own little plug in the wall ice cream machine? We had the one with the handle on it. And that sucks. I can't stand turning no damn handle on no ice cream. But when we figured out how to roll that shit across the floor, we had it going on then. Especially when we was nosy ass little 9-year-old kids. It's amazing how 9-year-olds is about the nosiest kid you'll ever be when you're 9 years old. That's the ones that want to be right up parents' ass, want to try to listen to every conversation. They nosy. I know I was. Real nosy. And knew everything. If you forgot about a conversation, all you gotta do is ask that 9-year-old. He knows exactly what that conversation about, or she did. But that's when they keep us busy. They put us in the middle of.
What we talking about? Yeah.
Granddaddy got one of them. Got a big cylinder, like from military, about that long, about like that. It had a top to it, and inside of it is enough to where you can put probably got about a gallon of ice cream in it. Where you put it all together, and you had the handle and you always had to stir it right when you're putting the rock salt on the outside of it. Well, we figured it out how to do this. We decided we was gonna roll it across the floor because on accident the year before they dropped the damn cylinder out of the damn and busted the damn pot. That's what it was. They busted the pot that was holding the rock salt, holding the cylinder. Busted it, so we didn't have no pot to put around the outside liner up. So we tried it in a damn cooler, and that was a pain in the ass because the cooler was too big. The ice, I mean, it was nerve wracking. So what we did, just took that sucker and kept moving across the floor. Didn't have to use rock salt. You take that damn little canister and roll it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth across that floor about 10, 15 feet and roll it back to me for 10, 15 feet. And that way you don't need the rock salt. It allows itself to freeze inside the churn and make ice cream that way. Damn all that damn cranking. Or just buy you one electric one. Or just go by the store and buy it. Make it cheap. What I do. What about green bean casserole? How many of y'all do that? I know somebody got to make green bean casserole. I'm the only one that makes it. Because they don't like it. I love me green bean casserole. You mean tell me none of y'all like green bean casserole? I bet y'all make some dry ass stuffing, don't you? Nasty ass stuff. What about, and which one of y'all always going to bring the fruit cake to the damn party, huh? I always got to buy one of them damn fruit cakes. I couldn't stand them fruit cakes. I wouldn't hit a hog in the ass with a fruit cake. I think those might have been made 4 years earlier. I don't know why they do it like that, but I swear. And them little green fruit, them green things they put in there, I ain't never seen a fruit look like that. I ain't never seen a grape look like that. That's some ugly little fruits they put in them fruit cakes. And I'm sorry. They're just about, every time I've had a fruit cake, they were on the verge of becoming fuzzy. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. Some of them fruit cakes hard as damn rock. But let me tell you something. Red velvet cake. I loves me some red velvet cake. I loves me some red velvet cake so much. that I have to hide the shit from everybody because they'll eat it and I won't get it. Well, speaking of fuzzy fruitcake, yeah, I had one of my daughters made me some red velvet cake one Christmas, and I put it on top of the refrigerator. I had been a little inebriated that night and then forgot about it. Well, not only did I forget about it Christmas night, but I forgot about it all the way through New Year's. I had forgot about it all the way up till the Super Bowl. And I happened to look up on top of that refrigerator and I seen my red velvet cake up there. It was dark in the kitchen, but I knew it was up there. It dawned on me, I got red velvet cake. Went and got me a big old glass of milk. Got me that whole cake. I sat in that recliner in the living room, watched the rest of that football game, went gnawing into it. The only light that was on in the house was the TV and the one over by her sitting on the couch. And I was in the recliner. I kept noticing her eyeballing me. I mean, every time that TV would, shine that light because it was the only light on, it would reflect off me in that silverware, my white cup of milk. And she'd see me take a bite out of it. And I kept saying, I was like, I can't stand somebody watching me while I'm eating. She kept getting closer and closer to me. She kept sliding down the couch, looking over to me. And it kind of made me mad. Like she's going to try to take some of my damn cake. I wasn't going to play that. Finally, she got close enough to me. And I said, she was almost like she was breathing on me. And I said, do you mind? What the hell's your problem? You don't even like red velvet cake. She said, are you sure you eating red velvet cake? I said, what the hell are you talking about? She said, she reached over me and she flipped my little nightlight, my little lamp on beside the chair. That cake would have been real good around Christmas. Maybe by New Year's it'd probably been good. I didn't have to worry about catching the cold, influenza, the clap, or the 7-year jock itch for about 2 years because I ate enough penicillin off that cake. That was the fuzziest, greenest red velvet cake I ever had in my life. And I ate half of it. Now, I might not have held half of it. I might have got rid of it. But it was, as long as it's in dark, nobody tells you nothing, I would eat the whole thing. That is not the way you're supposed to do penicillin. And that was about the last time I ever smoked any weed. That messed me up bad. But it helped. I never really had a habit with the weed, but I knew damn well I didn't like no more because I want to keep my eyes on me. I got to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. The red velvet cake has a tendency to turn green after the holidays, though. True story. Guaranteed. Oh. What about banana pudding? Anybody gonna do no banana pudding? I like that banana pudding. Got to get banana pudding. I like that banana pudding. But ain't nothing like a damn spiral ham. To me, that's the best. If you don't, either that or get a fresh ham and cook it. But spiral ham is really, you can't beat it. You ain't got to worry about butchering it. You ain't got to worry about carving it. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Just turn that thing loose. And to me, ain't nothing like getting up about 2 or 3 days later, going in there and taking that damn big old pan of damn ham out, cutting you off some chunks up, throw it in the microwave, heat it up, get you some bread, put some mayonnaise on there with some cheese, and lay it in there and put that damn old ham on there, and it'd make you 2 big old sandwiches and a glass of milk. Lord have mercy. And go to town. I love some damn ham. I love that old fresh ham, boy. It seems like it gets better and better. Or dumplings, chicken and dumplings. Ooh, woo. Or chicken and rice. A third day, after 3 days after she done made it, good God Almighty, boy, that stomach is good. Just like chili. But I don't like damn shit. I like putting my peppers and tomatoes and all that stuff in there. She don't like tomatoes. She won't put it in there. So I got to eat the way she does. I even put mushrooms sometimes in my chili. And did you know in Texas they don't put beans in their chili? I didn't know they made chili without beans. I thought the only chili that was made without beans was something you put on a hot dog. And that wasn't really chili. But no, when they have cook-offs and shit over there in Texas, they might be a tooth or something in there. There might be some meat or human flesh, but there won't be no beans in it. No, you gotta watch them chili cook-offs they got over there. You gotta be careful around. Ed Gein was a damn Texas state championship for 4 years in a row. I know who Ed Gein was, don't you? Yeah, he was the inspiration for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Imagine all the people that knew they'd eat some of his chili. I'd have to worry about that one. Well, Ed Gein, boy. Hell, he wore his mama for about 1.5 years after she done turned. Dressed in her, you know what I mean? Dressed up for holidays and such. Weird little feller. Yes, so much. Yeah. You know, watch him. You know, there's some roads over in Texas too, parts of that damn state. I mean, if the state is so damn big, they got names for other people's cities, like Pittsburgh, you know, Atlanta, and Paris. I mean, hell, there's so much area over there. You can't make up any more names, and they got some weird names over there too. Weird names, but they run out of. That's like Nacogdoches. You got Nacogdoches on one side, and what's the other one in Louisiana? They're both the same. Ain't they the same? One spelled different than the other one. You got they got Nacogdoches, and you got something like that. Nacogdoches, and the other one's named something else, but it's in Texas. One's in Texas, one's in Louisiana. Right across the line. They call it Arcadia, Arklatex. You got Arklatex, and you got Arcadia. Up there on top, Arklatex, and you got Arcadia. We was up there around Pittsburgh, Mount Pleasant, Liberty, right north of Liberty, Tyler. We was there a couple about 2014. A little town called Avenger was right outside there. Half and half creamy. Oh yeah, half and half is good. I'm telling you, half and half in that butter. And that Philadelphia cream cheese ain't got to be. I'm telling you, we grew up poor. We didn't have that old damn Philadelphia cream cheese. We used that South Bayou, South Louisiana damn cream cheese. Still had the silver wrapper on it, of course. But it wasn't the Philadelphia, you know. It didn't taste no different. And we got Mount Pleasant here in South Carolina too. Got one over in Texas. Got one in got several. Well, they got. But I mean, Texas is so big, they've got to borrow names. I mean, there's all there is to it. There's so many damn places. And of course, and then they're so big that every city's got damn small suburbs and everything. Like Houston, you had Pasadena, you had Spring, you had Deer Park, Mount Bellevue, Kemah. I mean, all kind of little towns. Galveston, right around that little area. I mean, they're all tangled up together. You got Then they name them by the like streets. You gotta be careful what area you was in. They got little groups of people in those subcultures. What was the name of that one we stayed in? I can't remember. But I'll tell you what, Houston had the best flea market I ever been in. It's called the White Elephant there in Houston. It was indoor flea market. It had a big elephant out there. You see off the interstate right there on 510. That was a good. You can buy all the FRCs you needed, the flame retardant clothes, and you can buy all the Ariat boots, Ariat clothes. Good deals too. It's like they just hijacked the truck somewhere and brought it right into the flea market. I mean, you're talking about the best damn brand new shirt still with the damn tags still on them. I mean, they had to have hijacked them out of I-10. I mean, there wasn't no damn waiting around. That shit hit the floor and it was gone. Carhartt FRCs for little or nothing. Couldn't beat it. Go in there and get you a fried squirrel or fried goat while you're sitting there waiting. They had the bathrooms all at one end of the damn place because they knew damn well by the time you got past all the damn food court and all that shit, that's where you'd go end up. And they had plenty of them. You got Nacogdoches, Louisiana. You got Nacogdoches, and you got Natchitoches. What was it? Natchitoches, Texas, and Nacogdoches, Louisiana, right? There's both of them. That one's pronounced a little bit quicker than the other one, I think. One's Natchitoches, and one's Nacogdoches or something like that. It ain't Natchez. I know Natchez is over a little bit further out, but I think it was Nacogdoches, and then you had Natchitoches. But yeah, you go off I-20, you can go right hit each one of them. Pretty good place. And that was they had the Stuckies right there on the interstate. You didn't have to worry about going on the off ramp. You can pull off the interstate right there at the Stuckies and get back on the interstate. And the Buc-ee's was all over the place too. Them Buc-ee's, man, I'll tell you what, that's amazing. You got about just wait for a damn tour bus to come through there, and some of them do got them. They got the little old shuttle buses that'll pick you up from the gas pumps, and there'll be 100 and something gas pumps. You better remember that number. You got 3 digits on that number, but there's over 100 gas pump, and they got a damn bus that's got scheduled route. He make his rounds, pick you up from there, and let you and drive and carry you up to the damn cash register where you got to walk through 40 acres of souvenirs and candy and shit, and the bathroom. There was 80 stalls. And you go in there and take a shower, watch a movie, and come out of there and go check out. And then you wait for the shuttle and take it right back out to your own car. That was something. There's some big damn gas stations out there. I mean, big ones. They finally got one right there in right between Mobile and Pensacola on Wilcox Road. They finally got one there a couple of years back. Those are some big gas stations. I grew up on Stuckies. They had a Stuckies with a Dairy Queen in it somewhere, or something. They always had a Dairy Queen. And the Stuckies had all them damn old fake alligators, them old stuffed alligators, and all them old goofy little Welcome to Florida, Welcome to Texas shirts and tourist things. The snow globes and the damn spoons with the state names on it. They were always neat to play with. The old Stuckies, they still got them out there too. And Whataburger. Now, by God, and that pissed me off when they sold out. The family sold out to a damn foreigner and took over the Whataburger. That's a mess there. There was nothing like going there and getting a damn big old shake and a big old Whataburger. Of course, you're going to pay for it. They're proud of them over there. But now they're even proud of them now when they sold them out. They ain't got the same kick to them like they used to. They were better back then, put it that way. They were a whole lot better. What was the name of the other one? You had always got a Jack in the Box somewhere. It's always gonna be a Jack in the Box. Well, they got them over in North Carolina and around here too. where in the world can you go get liquor? You can buy liquor, beer, a damn po' boy, and gas all in the same joint between Louisiana and Texas. And then go get you a daiquiri in the store next door. Drive-through daiquiri. As long as you kept the paper on the straw, you was all right. If you pulled that paper off that straw, you get it for DUI. If you just peeled the paper just right, you could hide it as long as you didn't get the damn straw wet with your lips. It's kind of hard to put a damn drink with a straw in it in your console and not drink that sucker when you're going down the road. That's why I did not like going to them places like that. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I got to go. I'm hungry. I got to go make me something to eat. I'm going to make me a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. Got the craving for one of them. Yeah, that's the good eating right there. Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich, that's the best eating in the world. You take peanut butter and mayonnaise, put on some white bread. Choo, I tell you, your ground told you. And if you want the cure for the best hangover is, the best cure for any hangover. True story. You take some bread, put some white mayonnaise on it, put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Eat that macaroni choke. Eat that mayonnaise on that bread. That hot mayonnaise sandwich is the best thing for a hangover. You'll get an overhang, yeah, you'll be okay. It'll clean you out. Hot mayonnaise sandwich. Maybe a little hot sauce, but not too much. But yeah, hot mayonnaise sandwich will take care of you, boy. Ooh, nah. That's what them coon has to tell you to do, yeah. They say, yeah, you go fishing, you get your hangover overhang. They don't call them hangovers, though. They call them overhangs. They don't went past hangover. They're already waiting on the next one. PB and thick cheddar, peanut butter thick. Now, I don't like putting that on. Why the hell is somebody going to mess up a pear? But all them schools over there are bad about taking that damn pear and putting that mayonnaise in that pear and then putting that cheddar cheese on top of that mayonnaise. And putting a little old damn grape, a peeled grape on top of that damn cheddar cheese. That don't nasty shit. Why you going to do that to a pear? You do not do that. Now, I like putting me some peanut butter. I like some banana sandwiches too now. I can take me some mayonnaise, put me some banana on that white bread. Or I can take that banana and do like the Elvis Presley. Put the peanut butter on there. And eat it that way. But they don't nothing in the world gonna beat some red, big old Buster Boy tomatoes on some white bread with some Hellman's mayonnaise. Oh, shut your mouth. I'll tell you right now. Nothing like a mayonnaise sandwich. And if you do got some bologna, if you got some of that round steak, throw a piece of that bologna on there, yeah. You can keep that rabbit food, but you can put that tomato and that bologna on there and it's good eating, yeah. It'll tide you over till you find your one of them damn Nutri-Rats. Eat that something. I ain't never eaten no damn Nutri-Rat. I'm not eating no damn Nutri-Rat. I don't want to eat nothing that's got rat in the name. I've seen a couple of them suckers though. They're big. At one time they had a seed on them, and them somebody eat them. They love them Nutri-Rats. Oh, big old fuzzy rat. Not a wolf rat, but a Nutri-Rat. But see, Texas got that big old vampire dog over there, yeah. That they call that thing, that Baraka Booga Booga or whatever. The Booka Booka Boogie or some stuff. What is it called? The Baraka Baka Baka. He got teeth on him like a damn vampire. Big old ugly damn dog. Like he got the damn hair and hide took off of him. What they call them big old ugly dogs over there? They cannibal. They blood sucking dogs. They vampire dogs. The rat tattooey or something like that. It's some kind of weird thing. He's on one of the top eight lists of psycho animal dogs that terrorize the place, like zombie dogs. True story. Yeah. You got backcountry out there too. Fried bologna. I like fried bologna. I like bologna boats. How many of y'all had a bologna boat? You ain't poor. Ain't none of y'all ever been poor if you ain't never had no damn baloney boat. I know damn well if you ain't never had a baloney boat, you don't know what po is. I'm just telling you, a baloney boat. You got the instant mashed potatoes. You frying that bologna. You don't cut that bologna. You let that bologna fold up on the sides when it get hot. When you flip it one time, it's going to heat hot. You take that mashed potato, put it inside that boat. You take that cheddar cheese, that slab of that cheddar cheese, and let it sit on top of there. Now, if you had the government cheese, you knew damn well it wasn't going to melt. So you just cut it extra thin so it sit on top of there. You just gnaw on it a couple of times. You did like a cracker. That government cheese will not melt. I don't give a damn what you try to do with it. You put it in some damn cheese and it'd be just like shreds of string and shit coming off there. But that was that government cheese now. Oh, yeah. This was back before they had cards where you had to literally tote the Monopoly money around with you when you were using them food stamps. I know what I'm talking about, yeah. They literally gave you the food stamp money. You had the Monopoly money you used. Had it in a book. They didn't give you no damn credit card like they do now, where you can hide all that shit, where you can go in there and be indespicable with it. Use that, slide that thing to the EBT. No. Back then you had to show them them old fake ass dollar bills, then $5, whatever there was in that book. Damn right. First of the month, you be handing them dollar food stamps out to them youngers. Like you was hoity-toity. You young or something, you get some candy. End of the month, boy, you better get out of my book. You leave that book alone. You try to stretch it out in. The Rougarou. I still ain't found out what the hell that Rougarou is over yonder. The dog man, but they never show him. They say he's a shapeshifter. Rougarou. You know that old Troy Laundry over there, they're trying to catch him. Shoot him. I said, shoot him, Jacob. Shoot him. He's a big one. Shoot him. Well, what the hell was the hill? They got the Hilgemine or whatever. What about the dog? Not the dog man, but they got the dog over there to damn eat shit up. They come out of Mexico or something. It's called the Boogaloo, not the Rougarou, but it's called the something weird. No, not the Wendigo. Wendigo's a weird little fella too. I ain't never seen him, but I didn't know he's weird. Got a weird name. Mothman's weird. The Baccarat, some shit like that. Some little weird looking, like he's a mix between a greyhound and a chihuahua. He's real mean. Rougarou like a skunk ape, yeah. He's like the Rougarou. Oh, it just depends on what it is. It's whatever they get when they get drunk on that shine. They get out in them swamps and they see that thing move. The Rougarou could be like a little old soccer stomp or something that's tied to the damn truck, tied to the damn boat when they're catching alligator. Rougarou, just a way to get your drunk ass friend out of the boat, then to go back in the truck. We got to go home. That's how you fool him. He's, I'm not going nowhere. I stay here in the road. I love the jungle. I love the woods. Woods in my hand. You better watch out for the Rougarou. You ready to go then? You hear that? Man, show us go, man. He done just told you. The chupacabra, that was it. I just seen that and it disappeared. Somebody took it away.
What?
They were so close. And I called it at the corner of my eye real fast. I think I got it right there. I covered it up.
What?
The chupacabra. That's that ugly ass dog. That goat sucker. That's what he is.
What are you talking about?
Well, we're talking about anything in the world. You listen to it because your name's been flashing up here. Unless you got a damn a doppelganger in there. Chupacabra.
It's okay, sweetie.
He's actually the sheriff of a damn little town right there south of, right there on the Mexican border. Named town. Little town called Chupacabra. It's Mexican for Super Cop. Or Mexican for Star Wars. Or Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Talk Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Shoot him, shoot him.
All right, baby.
Don't let him in the boat. See the eyes. He got them red eyes. Shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him. Yep. The Chupacabra. Who? What? Who are you talking about? She is talking to herself, or one of y'all won. One of y'all was talking to her. I don't care. Just keep her busy. I think I'm gonna buy me a Carnival cruise ticket for Christmas. I'm gonna lose the other one. I'm gonna go by myself. She won't miss me. I want to be gone for a couple of days. Come back with a clap. Corona. She'll still love me. You ain't got to do nothing wild to catch the crabs over on that boat. True story. You go on one of them boats, you catch all kind of infantigo, scabies, all kind of shit on the boat. They don't clean them. They don't. They don't clean them boats. They're nasty. That's where the corona come from. It is where it come from. You don't keep up with news either. I know. I'm trying to get them out of here. That's the only way I can get them to leave. Last night I locked 3 or 4 of them in there. They were in there this morning before I got here. I got to make sure they leave. I don't want to lock them in tonight. They got some husbands at home. Where the hell they been all night? Bless their heart. She is so worried about my eyeball count up there. See, when it goes back up, just like that, now I'm up there again. Y'all don't never leave. See, that's why I can't leave. I can't leave because they don't never leave. They're all right there. See, every time you say it, they go up. Now numbers going back up. I'm going to go get the broom, and I'm going to start sweeping. Maybe that'll get y'all in. Time for y'all to go. I like me want some catfish. I love catfish now. I love catfish. I like the catfish nuggets. I'll take them. Some cheese grits. You ain't got no fish unless you got some cheese grits. Now, I'm tell you. You got to have cheese grits. There's no sense in even doing it. You can have all the coleslaw you want and all the potato salad. But if you ain't got no cheese grits, you ain't hitting no shit. You got to have cheese grits. And I'm not talking about no damn, it's got to be cheese grits. I ain't talking about no hominy. Ugh. I ain't talking about no damn, no cream of wheat. I'm talking about cheese grits. Straight out the dadgum tree. I don't care if it's instant or not, but it's got to be grits. I had somebody try to fool me with some cream of wheat. You don't play me like that. In that Waffle House up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Don't bring me some cream of wheat with a piece of cheddar cheese in the bottom of it. Like that was a prize out of a Jack in the Box or a damn Cracker Jack box. You crazy. True story. Go right across the river there. On this side of the river and get cheese grits at Waffle House. On this side of it. On the other side of the river, you had another Waffle House. They had cream of wheat. They didn't have grits. That sucks when you find the borderline between grits and cream of wheat. You remember it for the rest of your life. You will never ask for grits again on the other side of that border. And you will pray that you got enough sense to stop somewhere and get you some instant grits if you want grits before you get across that river. Because they don't believe it on the side. They do not. Yep. Can we have what link? Whose link? What link you want? Everywhere link what? What link? Can we have your link? No. What link you want? What link they want, babe? Not my link. I know it ain't my link. What link they want? They want a link. I'm asking.
Somebody else is not talking to you.
Why you gotta be so rude when somebody's talking to you? You hear my voice getting up? That means I'm getting ill.
Ooh.
Ooh? Either I need a nap or she need one. One or the other. You never had what? Grits? And gravy? I don't really care too much. Unless it's that white gravy, unless it's like sausage gravy. I like that weird. But some people like brown gravy on it. That's not me. No, you ain't gonna mess up my damn. That ain't gonna happen. All right. I'm out of here. I've just had all I can take of this. It's just too much fun for me. I can't deal with no more of it. Stress is just getting too much to bear. Loves them mayonnaise tomato sandwich. I'm telling you, that is a meal for kings right there. There's no other way around it. Them old Better Boy tomatoes, or them they call them uh, the big boy tomatoes. Cut one of them down, get it right, put it on there. Maybe put a little vada onion in there on top of it with some bacon. Get some fried bacon or hard bacon. Make some BZLT and Google, yeah. BLT Google, yeah. Get some what's that? I tell you, good. I like peanut brittle too, though. You spell if you stop them Stuckies and get all that peanut brittle. That was good too. That was good peanut brittle right there. And you could beat that stuff across the dashboard. You wouldn't break it. You can gnaw on it a little while. Be all sticky when you got through with it. But it's good brittle. And fudge. Good God almighty. Fudge. I hurt myself on some fudge. And beefsteak tomatoes. Now, they're good too. All it takes, though, is one man letting his dogs come over and shit in your tomatoes. And you will never plant another tomato more in your life. Because I'm telling you, a dog can ruin a tomato bush. I'm going to tell you. I was so mad. He'd let them dogs out when I was at work. And they wouldn't stay in his yard and poop. They go in my yard, and they loved my tomato bush. I had some of the prettiest tomatoes. Then put Miracle Grow on them. Big old man, beefsteak tomatoes. Love them. Beautiful. And if they stayed on the line long enough, on the vine, I can make some things. Well, whenever apparently she caught the dogs out there doing their business in my tomatoes because she was getting all the fried green tomatoes before that. That's the only reason my damn tomato stayed on the vine. She wasn't going to eat them more after she seen the dog doing it. Unbeknownst to me, that actually messes with the flavor of a damn tomato. It does. It don't burn the damn plant like it does on other plants. But
how you do this waiting?
It'll sure mess up a damn tomato. Because every one of my tomatoes tastes like dog shit. Like eating a shit tomato sandwich. It mess them up. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, be happy, and be light. And just try to be nice to one another. But seriously, if somebody's talking shit to you, you take them out, all right? Take advantage of it. Just get mad. Get fierce. We got the holidays coming up. We got to be nice after this. So you got about a couple more weeks of being mean. And after that, you got to straighten up. By Black Friday, I'll even give you a pass through Thanksgiving because that's a lot of in-law days. And that's a lot of days that some of y'all got to be on your best behavior. I know, but don't take no shit off the in-laws. You just got to be nice, but you got to stand your ground. Don't take nothing off your mom-in-law, every daddy-in-law. Just be tough. Give it back to them. Hey, you ain't got to see them again until next year. Be tough. And then be nice. That way they'll get you up in time to go to Black Friday. I mean, they can piss you. That can really ruin your weekend. If you get mad at them, they don't want to talk to you, and they let you sleep in, and you miss Black Friday altogether. That sucks. But just be smarter in what you're working with. Bend a little bit. Don't break. God bless y'all. Bye.
We don't have to bring the seal up this second.
Hanlon, do not leave the door open this time. Make sure you shut it behind you. Last night, they had a little riffraff stayed in there. Lock the door when you leave. Bye.
Hey, give it to me. Take your nap. When I get to the kitchen,